welcome back to Fort McKavett. Please join us while we talk about the last half of 2022. In July, the Fort again hosted a tailor workshop. Participants concentrated on making and repairing clothing needed and used at the fort during the reenactments. It would have been common for the soldiers to repair their uniforms, as new uniforms were few and far between. In September, the Order of the Indian Wars brought a busload of their members to Fort McKavett as part of their annual conference that was held in Abilene. The fort also hosted a demonstration in usage of telegraph, both old Also in September, the fort benefited from the trash pickup day by members of the Friends of Fort McKavett. In October, the Midland High School theater class came to Fort McKavett to learn more about representing historical topics. The fort again showed how archaeology is still found and used here to help trace its history. But during the evening, the fort opened up for a special viewing as well as photography of the night skies at one of the darkest places in Texas. In November, the Travis Rifles, one of the premier reenactment groups in Texas, held its fall event here at Fort McKavett. In December, the Victorian Christmas event was held and very well attended. Over 100 visitors, as well as 45 reenactors and volunteers, came to help Fort McKavett to present the fort as it was in the 1870s. Tours were available of the fort, with visitors starting at the front guardhouse and then proceeding to different parts of the fort, where reenactors using small stories and vignettes showed visitors exactly how the fort operated and enjoyed Christmas. Visitors ended up at the schoolhouse, where vintage Christmas decorations could be made with help of volunteers. Later, there was a Christmas tea complete with tea, cookies, and caroling, and it was enjoyed by all. In 1870, Santa, greeted all the kids and gave all the chance to get in those last-minute Christmas requests. In December, we also said farewell to Jay Wright. Jay worked at the fort for 15 years. Jay is missed, but he's not gone. He now serves on the board of directors for the Friends of Fort McKavett. We wish Jay well in his retirement. Once again, Fort McKavett gained recognition, this time for the Imprisoned on the Frontier event held in April. The Texas Living History Association recognized this event with its Exemplary Event Award for 2022. Events are held at the fort on a monthly basis. Please check the calendar on the Friends of Fort McKavett website or the events side of the Fort McKavett State Historic Site Facebook page for a complete listing. In March, please join us for the first town reunion. The time of Fort McKavett as a town is very important to our history. Come and visit with the folks and their descendants who lived in Fort McKavett after the Army left. Share their stories and pictures of the region in the early 1900s. In May, the fort plans to honor the 200th anniversary of the Texas Rangers. The Legends of the Texas Ranger, a living history group, will have a historical camp set up, much as it was in 1876 when the Texas Rangers had their camp set up just a few miles from the fort on the San Saba River. Speakers and historical talks will complete this wonderful event. Once again, I want to thank all the members of the Friends of Fort McKavett. Without your support, none of these events would be possible. To learn more or to join the Friends of Fort McKavett, please go to www.fortmckavettfriends.com.